चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं देहं श्रीगुरो श्रीगुरो वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणं तं सजीवं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादा सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च हे कृष्णकरुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो गोपेश गोपिका कान्त नमस्ते सप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी रावणेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी वञ्चाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपक्षाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिन् नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे चारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम हरे 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 कृष्ण. I welcome all the devotees for today's session. So today we are going to continue our discussion of Ruru's marriage with Pramadvara. In yesterday's discussion, we have seen Pramadvara left her body by snake bite. So then Ruru was lamenting his fiancée left her body. So he was so much lamenting because his marriage about to happen in days. So that's why. So then he was giving these so many, he was taking these so many vows, and then Devaduta appeared, and Devaduta said that her life, according to her karma, so her ayu is over. So that's why my voice is audible. Is it clear? So by hearing Devaduta's words, Ruru finally said that, okay, so there is a solution to Ruru. They said, if you give your half of your lifespan to her, then she may alive. So then Dharmaraj accepted for that proposal. Dharmaraj gave, that means by the request of all the Devatas, so Ruru's half lifespan is given back to Pramadvara. Pramadvara able to get back her life. Anyway, Ruru's lifespan is very long, and by that giving half of his lifespan, there was no great problem for them. So then after that, both the sides of parents, so together they made the marriage of Ruru and Pramadvara. Both of them became So, husband and wife. Here it is said that Tata Ishteha Nitayo Pitarau Chakrutu Muda Vivaham Taucharemyate Paraspara Hitaushino. They became husband and wife, Bharya and Bharta. And after that, onwards, both they were living for others' benefit. Wife is always looking for benefit of her husband, and husband also always looking for benefit of his wife, his own wife. So this is the family life. Here it is said in the Mahabharata, Vivaham taucha remate paraspara hitaushino. Paraspara hitaishino. That means mutually they are looking for others' happiness. It's not that the husband is always looking his selfishness and wife has to work for him. No. Or otherwise, in another way. Husband always has to work for the wife and wife will be looking for her own selfishness. No. So according to the Vedic mantras, if you see the meaning, so the mantras are saying, husband and wife, they are paraspara hitaushino. They are benefiting they mutually each other. This was the family system actually. And they stay together and they produce the right progeny and they expand the creation and they will be doing these several dharmic activities. So in the case of the devotees, they will be doing the devotion. If they get the association of a pure devotee, definitely they will be so entering into the pure devotion. Husband and wife, so they will be always performing their righteousness, that means their dharma, their grahastha dharma they will be following. And they will be feeding the sadhus. Grahasthas, they always invite the sadhus into their house. And also grahasthas, they should give the charity to the other remaining three ashramas, sannyasis, vanaprasthas and brahmacharis. So in the Srimad Bhagavatam 7th canto, we see grahasthashram is Prabhupada writing in the purport, 1/4 is working for the 3/4. Grahasthas, they work hard to maintain the 3/4 society, that is sannyasis, vanaprasthas and brahmacharis. That's why that is a dharma of the grahastha. By that they will be purified. When they serve the people who are in the process of uplifting their consciousness in spirituality, so by that service, grahasthas also get benefit and he will become future vanaprastha. So this is the grahastha dharma. So many are there. We see in the future. So they are happily they were living. So if you look in the family, if wife works for the benefit of the husband, and the husband also always think for the benefit of the wife, then there will be no fighting actually. Husband and wife actually, they both has to follow the grahastha dharma. So they has to be trained in their dharma. Then after that, such a properly channelized gustas, they'll be sound is little, sound is low. No. So I cannot increase my sound, you increase your volume. That will be good. If I increase my volume, my vocal cords will be down. If you increase your volume, it's easy. Compared to, I know, relatively compared to every day. So today's my volume is little less, I know that. But I don't want to increase. If I increase only few days, I can do parts. Then after that, we also stop. That's why I'm. So he was living very happily with his wife, and after that onwards, Ruru took a vow. He decided that whenever in his life he see snakes, immediately he will kill, because this snake is cause for the death of his fiancée. So that's why he decided that whenever he sees snakes, immediately he get anger, so much anger, and he just finishes this. He will take a stick, that stick like that, so very like a danda, marana danda. It gives the death. So like this, many snakes he killed. One time, what happened? This Brahmana Ruru, so he entered into a big forest, and he saw there one snake, and that snake belongs to Dundubha jati. Dundubha jati. That means that uh, that creed we say. Creed means jati. Breed. So that breed of snakes, Dundubha jati snakes, they are not poisonous. So they are very poisonless snakes. Even if they bite, also they no harm actually. Huh? Rat snake, Dundubha, it's written rat snake it is. You might have seen rat snakes, big rat snakes. They looks very big and very thick, and but you don't need to worry about that. So that kind of rat snake. So one snake belongs to that rat snake jati breed. So he saw. Immediately, as usual, Ruru got the anger. How then so immediately he took out his stick to kill that snake. Then when he started killing that snake started speaking in human voice. Yeah. So it said, "Oh my dear Brahmana, you are very rich in austerities and you are very powerful. But one thing, Today I didn't do any harm to you. So, but why? You got so much angry on me. And why do you want to kill me? What kind of offense I committed towards you? So, like that, he started requesting. Then Ruru said, Snake, oh snake, one time one snake has bitten my fiancée, and because of that, I have lost my half of lifespan. And at the time, I took a vow. In my life, whenever I see a snake, I immediately kill them. And that is my vow, my pledge. According to my vow, I have to kill you now. And be ready for that. I want to kill you. Then that snake started saying, Brahmana, O best among the Brahmanas. Actually, there are several different other snakes are there. That breed of snakes are very poisonous. And they are very envious towards the human beings. Whenever they see human beings, they bite them. And I am also having the shape of like snake, but I am not belong to that kind of poisonous snake. And our breed of snakes are not at all harmful. Just we have like body in the shape of a snake, but actually we are not harmful. So that's why you should not kill any Dundubha snake. You should not kill the snakes belongs to Dundubha jati. Dundubha. Dundubha means rat snakes. You can assume like that. Rat snakes, there are several types of snakes. You can easily identify. Rat snakes are there. Russell viper is there. Cobra is there. What is that? Crate. 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 These are the four famous breeds of the snakes in India. So you don't need to worry about the rat snake. But cobra, it is easy to identify. Cobra always, whenever it get angry, it will show its pana. And Russell viper, it is having the marks like shapes of 8, and its body will be in the sandalwood color, and on that black color spots will be there. And the crate is the most poisonous, but it is very shyful. It is not going to harm you that much easily. But if you give any pressure on it, put feet and feel pressure, then also it will go away. But sometimes it will ah it will bite. But if it bites, ah, you will not get any pain of the biting also. But you will be saying the tata to your body. Goodbye. Because that snake is very poisonous snake, but it is generally it's not human envious. But the Russell viper is human envious. Whenever it sees the human beings, so it's always make the noise like this. And why I am saying this is also important science. Because now in future you are all going to work in fields. And you should know first problem you all get, oh, if they are the snakes, then how I can survive. And that's why we are giving the knowledge to you. You don't need to worry about the snakes. And why you are all working in the cities and wasting your time. You should you should stay in the fields. Don't worry about the snakes. Snakes will not do anything harm until unless your time is over. Once time is over, they will say they will be just an instrument. Only the Russell Viper is human envious, and also the snake poison is hemotoxic. It will make your hemoglobin not to become uh, 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 it will come out, blood come out from all the holes, and your blood will not be clotted actually. Clotting nature it will be losing, and also gangrene it will be. And but the cobra is also poisonous, and also it is very courageous snake actually compared to remaining four. Rat snake it will not do anything. It's very the identification for the cobra is the cobra's head is very thick because it was to make this funnel. So that's why its head is very thick head it is having. And also it is holding a lot of poison. And it's a neurotoxic. And your brain will become behosh. That means you will become fainted. So that's why it is very poisonous, but it also very courageous and it will stand in front of you like this if you do any harm to it. And but harm means if you put a feet or something, it will never go away. But Russell Viper go away. Sometimes or other scientists bites and it's go away. But so cobra will be standing in front of you. You should not get worried. By seeing that, you should be carefully divert him and you should send him back. So that's a good. Anyway, so these are the few just symptoms I'm saying. But you should be always have the antitoxin or anti-poison. So that is available in the government hospitals. Or otherwise, previously there is a one mulik, that means jadi buti. And today, that means within 1 or 2 days, you are going to learn. If you want to be fearless from the snakes, you have to remember Astik's name, Astika, Astika, Astika. And if you remember the name Astik, immediately the snakes will be not doing anything and they go away. This is the falsity of the Astika Parva we are going to learn very soon. Today only we will be going to start, but it will be ending by few days. So that's why Astik name in itself is also very auspicious name. And by remembering this name, Astik, 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 whenever you get the fear from the snakes, or if you feel that there is a danger from the snakes, if you shout this name, then all the snakes go away and they will be not at all harming you. So this is also one of the good solution for all of you. So that's why you don't have fear from the snakes. And you all can come to the fields. Don't worry. Okay, let me continue my discussion. So that Dundubha was saying, so Maharaj, hey Brahman, why you want to kill me? I am such an innocent. Our breed is not like other poisonous snakes breed. And you are the very dharmagna. That means you know the truth. You know the right and wrong. You only give the justice. Like that, Dundubha has said, after hearing the Dundubha's sentence, he thought that how the snake is speaking in human voice. And he thought that definitely this snake might be some rishi. So that's why he didn't kill that. And on top of this, and Ruru became very peaceful. And he said, oh my dear snake, tell me, how you did get this kind of Dundubha body, this snake body? Actually, who are you? How you enter into this yoni and you are speaking with human voice? Then Dundubha said, Aham pura ruru namna rishirasam sahasrapat soham sapena viprasya bhujigatvamupagatah. My name was Sahasrapaat. So I was Sahasrapaat. I was a Rishi. Rishirasam. I was Rishi. And my name was Sahasrapaat. Brahmanasya viprasya bhujagattvamapataha. Viprasya sapena. One Brahmana gave a curse to me to become a snake. That's why I became snake. And he further said, so why he gave curse? Then Ruru asked, why that Brahmana gave curse to you? What kind of mistake you did? And this much time, you are still holding this snake body. Tell me. Then Dundubha is saying, my dear, in ancient days, very long back, I was having one Brahmana friend. His name is Khagama. So he was my good friend. And he was endowed with a lot of power from the austerities. He used to do very severe austerities. Whatever he speaks, that will become. One day what happened? He was doing the Nitya Agnihotra. You all know what is Agnihotra. I don't want to explain everything. So being a Brahmana, that my friend was doing the Agnihotra. And playfully, why I made a snake out of some grass. Some dry grass he took. He made that dry grass as a snake, like in the children also. Playfully, they will make some grass as a snake and they try to make others to be scared. This friend was busy in his Agnihotra Karya, and the Sahasrapaat made a snake, a dummy snake out of grass. Then after that, he made that friend to be scared. And that Brahmana, by nature actually, Brahmanas are not so courageous. Their heart is very soft. Their heart is not like Kshatriyas and very strong. By just seeing, he thought real snake and he got fear and become fainted. After some time, he came into his consciousness and he is very austere Brahmana and he always speak truth and he always perform the very powerful austerities. Generally, powerful austerities, if you do, you'll be getting a lot of anger. So that's why in the case of the devotees, they don't perform austerities like jnanis. Devotees, they are always in the bliss. Their austerities are very simple, like doing Ekadasi Vrata, fasting on the Krishnastami, and other festivals of the Supreme Lord, other appearance days of the Supreme Lord, and so and so. That's why our austerities are very simple, and bhakti is also so. Susukam kartum abhyam. Devotees always in the blissful mood. Actually, they don't get any interest to give curse because they are not doing the katora tapasya. Severe austerities, if you do, holding the lot of power from the austerities, that will lead to the anger actually. This Brahmana was doing the severe austerities, that's why he got immediately anger and he speak, whatever he speaks, it will become truth. And he was just burned by the anger. Sahasrapaat was laughing. He like that. He was laughing because he was fainted and he woke up. And that day Sahasrapaat was laughing, but he became, by seeing that laughing also, so he felt insulted further. And he became very much worried, insulted, felt as insult. He gave a curse. Are Murk, what you did? You tried to scare me with this dummy snake. You will also become okay. You also get the snake body. And that too dummy snake. That means without poison. Dundubha the snake will become. Rat snake. Snake without poison. Snake body is having snake body, but it is not really poisonous. Like that he gave curse. Then Sahasrapaat was lamenting because whatever he said, it will be true. Because he is always speaking truth. If you speak always truth, whatever you say, that will become truth. That is the chastity. Chastity of speaking truth. If you maintain that from the childhood, if you say someone to become a dog, they will become dog. Now also it is possible. Even in the Kali Yuga also it is possible. But it is not possible to speak truth all the time. And previously human civilization was like. They always speak truth. So that's why you can see so many curses. Whole Mahabharata, if you count, there are so many curses. Already we have seen so many curses till now. In future also we'll be getting so many curses. So, and Sahasrapaat was saying, hey, Kagama, I am your friend. You are rich in your austerities. I am just, as a friend, I try to just play with you. But why you are getting so much angry? And I pay my obeisances on your feet. But don't give this kind of curse. Please take it back. But Kagama said, it's not possible, my dear friend, because my sentence never become false. And also, I cannot take it back. It's not possible. It's not possible. What can I do? Because once the Brahmanas, they say, they cannot make it false. It's impossible for them. And so then after that, he gave a solution. Well, after giving the curse also, they will be giving the when it will be over. He said, in future, you will be meeting Ruru. He is the son of Pramati. When you get the darshan of Ruru, because Ruru is one of pure person and pure Brahmana, at that time you will be released from the curse. Till he comes into your life, till that time you will be in this snake body. So like that he gave person. The ending of the curse he said, finish. So now what happened? Yeah, Sahasrapaat said everything to Ruru. Now Ruru, that Ruru is this Ruru only. So about whom Khagama said. And now Sahasrapaat got the darshan of the Ruru. So that's why immediately he left his snake body and he came to his Rishi's body, actual form. After getting the Rishi body, Sahasrapa started saying the few good words to Ruru. Actually, Ruru is good Brahmana, but because of his revenge, he is killing so many snakes. So that's why the Sahasrapa started giving some good suggestions to him. What are those? So he is saying, Ahimsa paramo dharmah sarva prana vrutam vara. Ahimsa paramo dharmah buddham saranam gacchami. This Buddha also, you can see, they say Ahimsa. This Ahimsa paramo dharmah is a sentence from the Mahabharata actually. You can see everything is Vyasa Uchishtam. In this whole creation, whatever the various good sentences, philosophies, that means perverted philosophies, deviated philosophies, and all. If you see the original philosophy is belongs to who? Vasudev, and in his books, somewhere it is mentioned. So everything, Sarvam Vyasa Uchishtam, everything is the remnants of the Vasudev only. Many times you can see there are so many people, they try to animal care, this, that. Everything is there in Mahabharata. Ahimsa paramo dharma. So non-violence is the great duty, it's a righteous activity. Sarva prani bhutam vara. So this is the best dharma. So that's why in our life also, unnecessarily we should not give any pain to anyone. Sahasrapaat gave pain to Khagama, to his friend. So sometimes you may think it is a funny game. But that funny, you may think it is a funny, but opposite person what he thinks. He may not take the funny that as and he may give curse to you. Or otherwise if you feel pain of that. So then, so funny games also it should be like really funny only. Not that the sometimes someone their weak heart may be broken and they may die also. Many times they do what is that? In the nowadays sometimes this in the clips also you can see they make push like that they make the scare. Some video they make what is that? Prank, prank, right. Prank. Nowadays they are doing pranking it. It may be funny, but weak-hearted people may die. And even prank is also some kind of pranks actually, really very dangerous. And because of that, weak-hearted people may die also. But here the moral story is Ahimsa Paramo Dharma. Because of you, by giving the pain to others, if someone is enjoying, this is also demonic tendency actually. It's not at all recommended for the human beings. One should be very soft and one should be very much friendly to all the living entities. At least after hearing this Mahabharata story and after hearing the Sahasrapaat's instructions to the Ruru, we should at least give an attention to the other living entities so that knowingly or unknowingly, as much as possible, they should not be hurted by us. If the ants are there, at least if the in the summer season you'll be seeing so many ants, then just collect them on a what is so collect them on a some that was there. Just collect them and just throw outside. Don't kill them. As much as possible, you try to save the other living entities. This kind of compassion is helpful for you to progress in bhakti also, as per the recommendation of Kapila Dev. When you try to understand, if you develop the consciousness that every living entity is nothing but the place of the residence of the Lord, so then that is a good consciousness actually. As for the devotees also, it's very important. And Ahimsa Paramo Dharma. But if you come to the lower level, so even one should not create any violence towards any living entity that is going to incur the sin, and that sin you have to pay. You have to pay that's for that sin. So that's why he is saying Ahimsa Paramo Dharma. This is the Vedic culture. Sanatana Dharma is like this. All the time, so they are very much friendly with all the living entities. Until and unless there is no need, they will not be killing any living entity. Of course, some killing of living entities happens while doing the plowing the land, while cooking, while grooming, while husking, while beating the grains, while grinding the grains, and while walking, and many ways. So, but this himsa is not considered as real himsa, because that's unavoidable himsa. By that you are not going to get this so much sin, but of course that is also giving the sin. But that's why Grihastha has to, whenever he is going to take his food, he has to offer to the Lord, he has to offer to the Pitru Devatas, and he has to offer to the other living entities. So that whatever the sin, unavoidable sin is happening in your life, that is being counteracted by serving the living entities. So this is if you see in the basic karmic reaction platform, so they do like that. But devotees, definitely they have to try to see the Lord in every living entity. Seeing means at least you should have the in consciousness. You may not see because we are still in the contaminated heart. So then Sahasrapaat is saying, Ruru, you are a great Brahmana. Brahmana's heart should be very soft. And Sahasrapaat is saying, Brahmana saumya eveha bhavati parasruti. Brahmana saumya eveha. Brahmanas are very soft. Saumya swabha. Saumya means very soft nature. And they are not like you. You are Brahmana, but you are seeing the snakes and killing. That's not your nature. That's not the Brahmanical nature. This is the statement from the Shruti is saying. What is the nature of the Brahmana? Saumya eva. Para Shruti. Shruti sings. So, and also he is saying counting the further qualities of the Brahmana. Sahasrapaat is giving some more information for us. Veda Vedanga Vinnama Sarva Bhuta Vayaprada Ahimsa Satyavachanam Kshama Chete Vinischitam Brahmanasya Paramo Dharmo Vedanam Dharana Picha Kshatriyasya Yo Dharma Sahineshyate Vaitava. He is saying further duties are the qualities of the Brahmana. Veda Vedanga Vinnama. Brahmana means he is knowing all the Vedas and also Vedangas. You all know Vedangas. There are 6 Vedangas. Siksha, Nirukti, Jyotishya, Vyakaran, Chanda, and Kalpa. These are the 6 Vedangas and 5 Vedas. Rig, Yajus, Sama, Atharva, and Purana Itihasas. So a Brahmana means he should be knower of all this. The previous days, all the Brahmanas, they will be studying all the scriptures. Nowadays, we are studying the only one, but Brahmana means is fully equipped with all the kinds of the knowledge. And this is the quality of a Brahman. So that's a Brahmana boys, they used to stay more amount of time in Gurukul. And Sarva Bhuta Abhaya Pradaha. Brahmana gives Abhaya Pradan. That means he always give protection to all the living entities. He never harm. Ahimsa Satyavachanam. He never do any violence. Satyavachanam. Brahmana means always speak truth. Kshama Cheti Vinishchitam. Always he is forgiving the others. Even if he does any mistake, immediately he can forgive. Like Uttanka case, you have seen. That's Pausha. He was saying, Brahmana's heart is like Navanitam, like butter. But their words are like sharp knives. But if you see the Kshatriya in the reverse, their heart is very hard. Not like a butter. It is like a stone. And their words are very soft like flowers. When he speaks, it looks like flowers are falling on you. But his heart is very hard, so that's why Kshatriyas cannot forgive so easily. But Brahmanas, because of their soft-hearted nature, Kshama Cheti Vinishchitam. So that's why they very easily forgive. Brahmanasya paro dharmo vedanam dharanapi. These Brahmanas, they will be holding all the Vedas. That means there is no need of any books. There is no laptops. There are no file search. There is no search engines. Everything is there in their brain. Because they used to eat the lot of cow ghee. Cow ghee, if you eat, your brain will become very strong. Of course, eating cow ghee will make everything know. You have to do also hard work. Just people are eating nowadays cow ghee, but they don't do practice of the reciting the Vedas, then their belly will increase, but their brain will not increase. So eat cow ghee and along with reciting the all the Vedas, that has to be done. In our movement, our Brahmanas, they should recite Srimad Bhagavatam. So all Srimad Bhagavatam, all the verses has to be memorized. In future, we need such a Brahmanas who can remember all the slokas of Srimad Bhagavatam and all the, you can see like various sandarbhas and various acharyas commentaries. They should do the Sahasra. They should take the problem and they should solve in front of everyone. And they should establish the various facts and they should solve the various practical problems based upon the Shastra actually. Such a competition, so potential Brahmanas we need who can take forward this mission. So for that, there is a need of the training. So what are the qualities? Brahmanas qualities we have seen here. So, and anyway, Sahasrapaat is saying, Ruru, you are a Brahmana. I don't think you need to know about the Kshatriya. And those qualities of Kshatriya is not necessary for you. But still I am mentioning here Kshatriya's qualities. Dandadaranam ugratvam prajanam paripalanam tadidam kshatriyasya ase karma vai shrunume ruru. Ruru, Kshatriya's quality is what? Dandadaranam. Whenever there is the major quality of the Kshatriya is what? Whenever there is a falling of the dharma, immediately he has to become sensitive of that and reacting for that and give a punishment for the right person. If he doesn't give the punishment properly to a right person, then he has to incur a lot of sin. Maybe one offender may be escaped without any punishment, but innocent person should not be given with the punishment. This should not be happening actually. It is more dangerous. That means because of the inability of a Kshatriya, if one offender is escaped from punishment, it's okay. It is also sinful. It's not so much dangerous. Then a innocent person got the punishment for the not doing even that mistake or that offense. So that's why king has to be always careful. King's main duty is seeing the adharma in the society and immediately reacting for that, like in the case of the Parikshit Maharaj. When that the black person is beating the bull, immediately he became very angry and he started reacting for that and he chastised that Kali. That is a Kshatriya quality. It's not that Brahmanas, they are not reactive like this. It's the duty of the Kshatriyas, that's why they live for the Kshatriya. So Brahmanas are always engaged in studying the scriptures and holding the content of that and doing the austerities like this. And paripalanam cha paripalanam praja nam paripalanam. Kshatriya's another quality is ugratvam, and he is very immediately get angry if he see any adharma. Ugratvam, and it's very ferocious, very strong. Ugra means very strong. His heart is also very strong. And if someone did the mistake, till the time punishment is given, he will never change his mind. Oh, okay, we will just forgive them, no problem. Why we have to give punishment? Or it may be causing pain to him. This kind of secondary thoughts will never come to him. He did mistake, he should get punishment. And he should be given with the punishment. This is the Kshatriya quality. Kshatriyas, yes, if they keep on forgiving everyone, then what will happen? That means weak-hearted person is a Kshatriya. Then what will happen? In the whole society, arajakatvam, that means there's a lot of matsya. That means a small fish is eaten by the big fish is eaten by the further big, and further big fish is eaten by even further big fish. Like that in the society, all the small people were beaten or eaten away by a bigger people. Then there is a big difference will be created. Chanakya says, king should be holding the danda, rod of chastisement, very strongly. Otherwise, there is a chaos in the society. In the present day society, the holding of the rod is not very strong actually. The judiciary system is not very strong in the democracy, so-called democracy. Because of this, there is a lot of, that means the sinful people are very openly, they are roaming on the roads and they are doing the again and again sins, and they are giving the big post in the society, and that's why they are creating the big nonsense. And because of this, the sinners are increasing and there is no fear of the sin. People are committing again and again sins, and there is no protection for the dharmic people, righteous people, innocent people. Because of this, dharmic people also becoming adharmic. People who are sticking to the truth, they are also becoming truthless. They are also becoming truthless. This is because there is no strong implementation of rod of chastisement. This is only the reason. So that's why here he is saying Sahasrapaat Dandadharanam. So rod of chastisement is the most important aspect for a Kshatriya. Ugratvam. And that means he is very strong. And so Srila Prabhupada wanted, that's why He wants to see our Krishna conscious movement has to train all these four varnas. This Krishna conscious movement is meant for creating Brahmanas and Kshatriyas. Prabhupada says this statement again and again. There should be need to create such a powerful Kshatriyas who can protect our temples and who can protect the dharma in the society. And this democracy is not really the right way of conducting the kingdom. So Prabhupada is always reject this kind of. So that means he says, I cannot use words, but he says one Pangi is selecting the defense minister. And what kind of right? Such innocent people who are just sell their vote for the drinking liquor and for the vote. So for the cheap things they sell their vote and they are putting the vote for the such a say worthless person to be a defense minister. And a Bangi can become defense minister. So Prabhupada says like this. So that means unqualified people are selected as the leaders, unqualified for that position, unqualified for that role, and they are selected by the unqualified people. Unqualified people are selecting another unqualified people as their leaders, as the leaders of the society. One blind is leading another blind. Then what is going to happen? Is a blind society actually. And because of this democracy system, so-called, you are not able to see the real Kshatriya's spirit. You are not seeing the uphold of the dharma. And because of everyday society is falling down further and further, and it is becoming for the good people to practice their sadhana, devotees to practice their sadhana, devotees to follow their sinless life. And now that's why we are not able to follow. Even if you want to follow the sinless life, you are completely captured by such a sinful people's structure. You should be there and you are forced to do the sin because of their ruling actually. This is happening in the present day society. So that's why Prabhupada wanted to see the complete revival of the overhauling of the society. Revert and overhaul the society. This is the slogan of Srila Prabhupada. Revert it. That means we are not trying to just a small portion in the society. We want to just hide somehow or other and just some begging place in the society and live. No, this is not the idea of Srila Prabhupada. Our Srila Prabhupada idea is reverting and overhauling. Like you can see, overhauling you all might be knowing. If there is one bike or some vehicle, so overhauling means take out all the parts and just clean it and make properly fit it. This is overhauling. Revert it. First of all, revert it and then overhauling. This is the Prabhupada's words. A whole the society has to be reverted and every part has to be removed. That means every varna has to be trained properly and created the best society. This is the Prabhupada's mission actually. Being the followers of the Prabhupada, everyone has to remember this. You have to be a contributor for this. So everything is there, Srila Prabhupada says in the Sahasras. How Sahasra is guiding you, see. So our acharyas, various acharyas who are speaking in this Mahabharata about the dharma. So like this, final thing is, that means Danda Dharanam Ugratvam Prajanam Paripalanam. You will be seeing the qualities for the Kshatriya in elaborated way. Each and every, that means how a minister should be, how a soldier should be, how a Senapati, the commander-in-chief of the military, should be, how a king, and so many qualities you will be seeing discussing in the Shanti Parva. And we are going to see the dharma in detail, very elaborately in this Mahabharata. It's just a trailer. The real picture is going to come in very future, near future. Okay? So now, Tadidam Kshatriyasya Aset Karma Vaishnu Menuro. So then he's saying one flashback thing. There was a Kshatriya Janmejaya. He did this sarpa yaga and he started killing so many snakes. And So many paritranam cha bhitanam sarpanam brahmanadapi. So, but those snakes are saved by another Brahmana. Kshatriya wanted to kill, Brahmana protected that. Oh, my dear Brahmana, Ruru, you also should protect the living entities. Don't kill. Don't become Kshatriya. Don't become like a Kshatriya. Because Kshatriyas, if they know that someone did the adharma, and they always look for taking the revenge. But Brahmanas always they forgive. So you are Brahmana. How the Astik Brahmana saved the snakes from the Janmejaya Sarpayaga? Same way, now onwards, you should not kill any snake. The best of the Brahmanas is Astika. He is a very, very austere person. He is very, very powerful. He learned all the Vedas and Vedangas. And he went into the Janmejaya Sarpayaga Kshetra. And he, by seeing the effulgence of Astika, Janmejaya impressed and he immediately said that, what do you want, my dear Brahmana? And Astika said that because of the Astika's good nature and the soft nature, Saumya, that means very beautiful nature. Saumya means very soft nature. That's a Brahmana's quality. So because of this, so Janmejaya impressed and he asked the boon. Then Astika asked to stop this sarpaya. Like that, sarpa, killing of the sarpas is stopped. So this story is mentioned here in brief by Sahasrapaat. So to say Ruru also to stop killing the snakes. There, water. So next after that, Ruru asked, O Brahman, Ruru asked Sahasrapaat, Janmejaya, why he did this sarpaya? Why he wanted to kill all the snakes? Like the Ruru asked. Then that Brahmana, that Sahasrapaat said, and also Ruru asked this Astik, why he saved actually these snakes. There should be some reason to stop that Sarpayaga. Then Rishi said, Ruru, you should hear this whole story from Brahmanas because this story is there in the so many Puranas. So you can hear this from the any Brahmana who knows the Puranas or Itihasas. You ask them. Now I am busy. I am leaving. I am not going to narrate this story. Then Sahasrapaat gave Tata to Ruru and he left. Then after that, Ruru came from that forest to his house. So he tried to find because such a, in middle he stopped. Na? Why Janmejaya started the Sarpayag and why it stopped? He asked question but he didn't answer. He left and he started searching where this Brahmana left. This Rishi disappeared. He searched for some time in the forest, but he couldn't find. Then, without, so means he lost hope and in finding the Brahmana. So finally, he came back to his house. Then after coming to the house, he explained everything to his father. So his father is a Pramati. So to Pramati, he explained everything and he said, Pitaji, father, what is the story of the Janmejaya and Astik? Janmejaya, why he did this Sarpaya? And Astika, how he is able to stop it? Why he stopped? Then can you explain this everything to me? I want to know this. So from here onwards, Astik Parva begins. Okay, it's a very important Parva. So that means sub Parva. This is. Then what happened? So Pramati explained everything. Pramati explained everything to Ruru. But that is not given here. This whole thing, who is hearing? Saunaka is hearing from the Sota. So Saunaka is asking now. Okay, you also, that means made us to hear. So how Pramati explained to Ruru? Just you in the one line you finished. Now Saunaka started asking. Oh my dear Sota Goswami, you are the best Brahmana. You know everything. This Janmejaya, who is best among all the kings, why he wants to kill all these snakes? Why he did this sarpaya? And Astik is a Brahmana. And why he made this sarpayaga to be stopped? Why he released the snakes? And whose son this Astika? And who performed this sarpayaga? Oh my dear Brahmana, oh my dear Sota Goswami, so please explain this. Not Brahmana, my dear Sota, so please explain this. Then Sota Goswami is saying, so my dear Sonak Rishi, I heard this Astika Upakyanam, that means the story of the Astika from my father. My father directly heard from Vasudev, and my father told to me. So that's why I can definitely explain to you about this Astika and Janmejaya Sarpaya. So like that, he started saying the whole story. Astik Upakyan, this whatever the story is going to come, is very, very auspicious story. It will be destroying our sins in our heart, and it is very good for everyone to hear. And by hearing this, one will be fearless from the snakes. This is a falasruti. In the future, if you want to be in the farm communities, so now you are preparing for that. So your fear will be over. You don't need to worry because of hearing now your Astik Parva you are here. So then that is the benefit you are going to get. This Astika's Pita, father is a great Brahmana, and he is equivalent to Prajapatis, and such a powerful Brahmachari he is. He used to follow the Urdhvareta. That means Urdhvareta Brahmachari means is in the body, the whatever the semen, that means the essential part of our food will become semen. That means it is there in the entire body. If you think for, that means sex desire, if you get in your mind, then that manovahanadi, this will be activated and it is going to churn the entire body. When you get the sexual desire, then all the energy from the every limb will be extracted actually. Like when you do the manthan, churning of curd, what will happen? The butter which is pervasive in that curd will be coming out. The same way, like here, the churning rod is the manovaha nadi, which is nothing but used in the sex desires. Nadi. Nadi means it's nas. In its entire body it is there. And that will become that nadi will become active actually. Then what it will do? Like the churning rod is extracting the butter from the curd, in the same way. From our body, like in the whole body, the essential part, the semen is spreading entire body in the form of so semen actually. And that churning, then a thought comes, and that should everything is sucked from all the different limbs, and that will be ejected. Yeah, from Mula. That will be ejected actually. Even if you don't eject, it will be stored inside. At one time, it will go out. But if you don't engage your mind in thinking about the sex life, then there is no extraction of the semen from the body, and the body will be full, fit, and strong. So this is that's why brahmacharis, they will be very strong and they will be very effulgent and like that. So the one who from the childhood never did any kind of such a thought, and he will be like all the demigods also will be just they surrender to him. Whatever he says, that will become true. Such a the same thing is applied to the Mataji's. Don't think that they are only for brahmacharis. This is the same thing applicable to the Mataji's also. So that means at the thought level only it should be stopped. Then we'll be sane. Otherwise, even in the thought level we are corrupted, then gone. Energy is out from the body. That is the point. So then this Astika's Pita, father, is a powerful brahmachari. And he has full control on his food. Many times we are not able to identify for our diseases. Actually, the main reason for our diseases is overeating. I understood actually. After, after doing the research in the last 3-4 years, I understood the main reason for our diseases are overeating. If you reduce your eating and if you increase your austerity, that means austerity, it's not austerity, it's normal actually. If you stop overeating, then automatically you'll become very happy. Your body will be reduced. All your, that means that cherby, what do you say, fat. This fat which is formed in the various places in your body, which is caused for the different diseases like throat diseases, lungs diseases, heart diseases, and other diseases, cholesterol, and also not able to, you become lazy, and anyone asks you to do anything, you'll become crazy, and you say no for that, and you'll become crazy, and then you'll be bringing the enemies, you'll be purchasing so many enemies. So that's why if you reduce your eating, all problems will be over. Reduce all, everyone should eat half of the food. Half of your stomach you should eat food, and 1/4 of your stomach you should fill with water, and remaining 1/4 you should keep it vacant. And especially you should not eat in the night times. If you eat night times, your whole health is going down. Because of eating night time, what is going to happen, So your body wants to take the rest. Many times we do the mistake, especially grihasthas. They are very, very greedy to eat in the night time, big plates. They will make 4 types of sabjis and they will make this much rice and they eat till here and they sleep. Because of this, what is going to happen? Body has to be given rest. But when you give a rest for your body, then what will happen? So if you don't eat in the night time, your body is going to take the sufficient rest. And then after that, if you wake up early morning, your energy will be rejuvenated because of the sufficient rest. And you feel so active and you cannot feel drowsy and you can chant nicely. But if you eat night time, big bashin, so that means big plate, thali, and if you sleep, then your body's whole night is working to digest that. And because of that, so your body is not getting the sufficient rest. And because of that, so maybe the food may be digested by the because of your strong jataragni, it may be digested by 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock. But one thing is what? Your body didn't get the sufficient rest. That is the truth. So that's why in the whole day, since it didn't take the proper rest, and without proper rest, it has to function. So then it is feeling to take the rest. In the daytime, you'll be getting the sleep, and you'll be feeling so much drowsy, and activeness is low, and you cannot perform your activities because your body is given rest, is not given rest. Like this, if you do for the months and months, your whole body is completely transformed and filled with the toxins. You might be getting the big, big muscles, but without any proper activeness because of so much feeling of intoxications in the body because it is not given with the proper rest, and that's why you will be having the lot of diseases of the formation of the various toxins and is leading to the various several problems. And because of not following the Shastra and Ayurveda, and we are becoming the or reducing our lifespan, and we are becoming the lazy, and that laziness is leading to the craziness, and that is making us to such a drowsy state. Our state, our country is becoming very useless, hopeless. They don't have any guts to think the higher things. You are seeing one mistake is making how many problems. So that's why stop eating night time after 7 o'clock. Nobody should eat from today onwards. Prabhuji, I am feeling no gas, nothing actually. Drink little milk and sleep. You make the body to so habituated for this. Don't make 10 parotas on the night time and eat with the ghee and so much ghee. That's not at all good. Eat only, yeah, 2 times to be good. So Sonak is asking, yeah. So Sonak, so Sutta Goswami said, this brahmachari, Astik's father is Alpahari. Ahar par, that means on the food also he got full control. In eating, he got full control. And always he is following the austerities. Even in the ancient days, by 6 7 o'clock, there will be sun is out, and nobody eating in the night time actually. At 7 o'clock, 6 o'clock, they will eat, finishing eating at 7 o'clock maximum. And they used to sleep at 7, 7:30 over. I have that kind of experience. In my village, all the people they will be sleeping on the one place. All the gents. Not sleeping with the wife. No. It's very bad. People will be laughing actually. Sleeping with wife, night time, they will be laughing. What is this? Only in the forgetting the children actually, and also combined families. If you can see in the Rajasthan and also Uttar Pradesh in the houses, so all the life they have four men, so 4 sons. They will be sleeping all the gents at one place and all the ladies at one place. No bedrooms concept. Bedroom concept is also not a Vedic concept. This bedroom is bogus. Sleeping, that means in front of the grown-up boy and child, so girl, a son and daughter. So husband and wife sleeping in the special room. What is this? This is not at all Vedic style actually. They are not newly married couple actually. And sleeping in the bedrooms. And this bedroom concept is agitation of the mind. And that's why, like that, the sex life is also regulated in the Vedic systems. It's a very natural actually. They don't have any agitation. They are a whole day busy. So woman is busy in preparing the various things. So beating the grains and so on, so things. And others, gents are working in their fields, working in the various grains and food they are earning. So in that they are busy actually. Like this, and they always following their dharma. They are always hearing the Krishna Katha in the evening time, in the afternoon time, sometimes in some festivals on the morning time also. So like this society is very simple and very easy. So people, many are thinking nowadays, they are asking, Venugopal, you are saying so many things. Really, is it possible in the Kali Yuga or not? It's absolutely possible. It's absolutely possible. Srila Prabhupada wanted, we have to implement this. And you all should be hopeful. At least you should accept all the things, whatever is being discussed here, with the full heart. That's very much important. Where all they went actually to eat prasadam, we went, huh? Because now it's 8 o'clock, want to finish. I'm not seeing you. Nobody is in on the camera actually. That means what you are doing, whatever you said, that against you want to do. All you are eating, what I said, you don't know. I think you are all eating, huh? No. Okay. At least I am seeing some. They are not eating. Okay. So that Astik father he is very powerful Brahmana, and his name is Jaratkaru. Jaratkaru व्याख्याता ऊर्ध्वरेता महातपः यायावराणां प्रवरो धर्मग्नः संसितव्रतः स कदाचिन्महाभागस्तपोबलसमन्वितः चचार पृथ्वीं सर्वां यत्र सायं गृहो मुनिः. Many times they think that Prabhuji, already we lost so many things. How we can revive the Vedic culture back? How we can revive the Sanatana Dharma as per the Shastras, which is conducive to the Bhakti? How it is possible? But you should remember one thing: until unless Mahabharata and all the 18 Puranas are with us, and Srimad Bhagavatam is with us, nobody is going to destroy this Vedic culture. All the aspects of the culture are being discussed here, and it's very much so. All the information is with us, and that's why Vasudev, he knows the future problems, and he compiled these books and he gave to us. So that's why don't worry about this. We have full information and we can definitely train the people. And here, this Jaratkaru is belongs to the Yayavara. This is also one of the creed. Is one of the creed of the Rishi Munis, Rishis. So generally Rishis are different and sannyasis are different and munis are different. This Yayavaras are the one type of Rishis. Okay. The Rishis generally where they stay in their ashram, they do the Nitya Agnihotra and they always perform their duties and they will be doing the tapasya and they will be meditating on the Brahman. And whenever there is a problem in the society, they will enter into the society's problem and they will finish that. They will guide the king in a proper way and they will come back and they will stay on the ashram. And they are not taking any money from the enjoyment from the king. They always maintain the simple life. This is the not sinful life. This is the rishis. So, Yayavara rishis, there are different types of rishis. Jaratkaru belongs to the Yayavara category. This category of the rishis, what they do, they are also very austere rishis, very powerful. Yayavaras, they don't stay at one place. Whole day, that means they keep on traveling. And the time, that means evening it becomes then Sandhya. So that means evening Sandhya, whenever it happens, Suryastamayam, sunsetting. So wherever that sunsetting happened, they immediately, at the time of sunsetting, wherever they make their tent there only. And they stay back there. That means that means rishis, that means with their wives, with their children, keep on moving actually. That is the Ayavar Vritti. They keep on moving and whatever the things they get on the road, on the way, on the pathway, in begging. So they only collect that and they eat. And this is the Ayavar Vritti actually. Jaratkaru belongs to this kind of Ayavar Vritti. That means all these Grihastha Brahmanas who are rishis, so they do this kind of some Some Grihastha Brahmanas, they do yayavara vritti. So they don't, because since they are daily moving, they don't do Nitya Agnihotra, they do Agnihotra once in one Paksha. One Paksha means 15 days. In 15 days, one time they do. That's why Paksha Homa culture is brought into the society because of yayavaras. Ardhamasa, that means for half month, one time they do Agnihotra. So why they are traveling, you might be asking. Because they travel various holy places. They will go to, so they will go to, so one holy place like Jagannath Puri, from there they will come to Mayapur, and from there they will go to Vrindavan, from there they will Mathura Vrindavan, from there they will go to Dwarika, and from Dwarika to once again Hastinapur, sorry, Haridwar, from Haridwar to Badrinath, from Badrinath to once again. Like that, they keep on covering all the holy places. Whole year keep on moving, and they are collecting lot of piety and lot of sukruti, bhakti sukruti by moving to the different holy places. For this purpose, they move on. And because of moving, they don't have any attachment for the family. That means one place, this is my land, this is my house. Purity will be maintained. Like not only that means in the Vedic times, not only sannyasis are moving off. Sannyasis also what they should do, they keep on moving to the various holy places. And also wherever there is a need to do the preaching, they go to there and they create holy place. This has to happen. So this is the general system. These Ayavaras, they do like that. So Jaratkaru is also belongs to the Ayavara Vritti was doing, and he is very effulgent. Jaratkaru is the father of Astika. So he used to take great vows to do the austerity. And sometimes he used to eat the air and without eating any food, just Vayu Bhaksha. It is also one of the Yoga Kriya actually. It is there in the Patanjali, like Kriya Yoga also it is there, not in the Patanjali, in the Kriya Yoga. Vayu Bhaksha. Just retaining your body. It means you can fill with some different technique. So some yogic technique, you can fill your stomach with the air in a systematic way. Not like whatever you know, that is not the way. So then that air will be there in the stomach and he will never feel hungry for the months and months. So many months, and he will be always active. And whenever he releases that air out, then he will start feeling the hungry. And then he needs to eat something. And this kind of techniques were there. Okay. You want to practice that kind of things? It's possible. No? Okay. You want to eat feast every day, Lord's remnants. It's good. It's a duty. But don't eat too much. It should be distributed to others very much and take the little. Then you will be good, in good health. If you eat too much, then Krishna will not be happy. Why he is distributing? Why he is not distributing? He is eating himself. So this is the one of the technique he used to follow, and he used to stay for without eating for the months and months. So one time he was that means he keep on going. One time he saw his forefathers. Sadadarsha pitamahan lamba manan mahagarte padai urdvai. That means there are small people, they were just, they are hanging to the some grass. And that grass is also is lying on what? On a ditch. It's a big ditch. And the small people, their feet on the top direction and their head on the downward direction. And they are hanging to, with the feet, they are hanging to some grass. And that grass is cut by one rat. Almost all it has cut that, and all are hanging, and that grass is almost all cut. Just only a small portion is holding. All these people are hanging to that grass, and only a small portion of that grass is connected actually. Very soon they will fell into that ditch. Like that, he saw some people were hanging to that grass. Then Jaratkaru, after seeing them, he asked, "Hey, why you are all hanging upside down to this grass and you are going to fall in this ditch?" So what is the reason? Why you are all got this kind of pity situation? Then these Pitaras started saying, these are all nothing but who? They are all forefathers of Jaratkaru only. And those Pitaras are saying, so we have one person, only in our dynasty, only one person is remaining. That means all his branches are over, finished. That means no son. Only one branch, that means one son is remaining. Who can perform the rituals for the forefathers? Because son is having the right for performing the rituals. And that's why everyone desired for the son in the Vedic systems. But in the case of devotees also, if a son is doing the devotion, all the 7 generations are delivered on mother's side and also on the father's side. So it is the great, that means they are also getting some bhakti sukruti, and they will be also in future, they will be definitely getting the association of the devotees and they can practice bhakti. This is going to happen. So that's why if you do devotion, your 7 generations will be saved on your father's side and also on your mother's side. Like that also you can take, sometimes they say on the upcoming generations and also previous generations. Like that also you can take 7 that side and 7 this side. Anyway, I'm not exactly clear, but this 2 kinds of explanations you can see. 7 generations that side and this side, that means upcoming and previous, or otherwise mother's side or father's side, whatever. So, but you should remember that Bhakti Sukriti is going to deliver, your Bhakti Sukriti is going to deliver others also. So, but in the same way, in the case of Karmakanda system also, if son is there, then he performs, if he performs, so rituals for the forefathers, once in 6 months it comes Pitru Paksha. At that time, one will be doing the rituals for the forefathers, so that they will be fed and they can happily retain in the Pitruloka. Pitruloka is also part of Swargaloka. And Pitru Devatas also, they can bless you, and so that you can get the lot of opulence, wealth, like the demigods, they can also have the ability to bless you. And now, these forefathers of the Jaratkaru, they don't have any further son, only they have one one son, and he also doesn't want to marry. They are saying, we have only one son, and he doesn't want to get married. This useless fellow, they are scolding actually. This unintelligent fellow, his name was Jaratkaru. They said the name also. His name was Jaratkaru, and he has less faith, and he has not ready to get married and increase his dynasty. So that our forthcoming generations can continue worshipping the forefathers, and so that we can happily live in the Pitruloka. But if he doesn't get married, then what will happen? We will be falling from the Pitruloka to earthly planet. You should understand here. Here what? That grass, and that is being cut by a rat, and there is a ditch, and these are hanging to that grass upside down. That means that grass is nothing but the Vamsha Parampara. Only a little portion is remaining in that grass. Almost all everything is cut by the rat. Means only Jaratkaru was remaining. If he also doesn't get married, is over. That means that grass is cut completely and it will fall down into the ditch, and along with that, everyone also will fall down. That means this ditch is nothing but what? Earth planet. And they are falling from the Pitruloka to Earth planet. And that rat is nothing but what? Is nothing but time. As time goes, if Jaratkaru doesn't get married, that means that time is nothing but the rat. That means he's not marrying, means that small portion also is being cut. And they all will fall down. So that is the allegorically we are hearing here, but we should understand like that. Forefathers, they will fall down from their position if the dynasty is not continued. That means one father son is having the 4 sons, and all the 4 sons doesn't have any male child. Then nobody is there to offer the food, santarpana, to do the santarpana. Then he will fail. In the case of karma kanda, it is true. So that's why karma kanda, who never into the bhakti, they has to have the son. But in the case of devotees, there is no problem. You are going to be back to the Godhead along with you. Your forefathers also will be getting the Sukriti. They will come out from that Pitruloka and they will be getting the association in the association of devotees in future, and they can continue, they can begin their bhakti. They can begin their bhakti. So they can be delivered like that. There is no need to stay back in the Pitruloka for them. Because of your bhakti Sukriti, they come out from that Pitruloka and they start now associating the devotees to increase their bhakti. Because you created the account for them. And they will be developing that by the association of the devotees. This is the Bhakti Sukriti, which is we see in the 7th canto, 10th chapter. Actually, Nrsimhadev gave this poem to Prahlad Maharaj. So, son is very important for doing the further continuing the rituals for the forefathers. And they are very much worried. This guy is always doing the austerities and he doesn't want to get married, and his name is Jaratkaru. And how we will be safely, happily can stay here? He is like a beggar and he keep on roaming here and there. And he is not ready to get married. That means he doesn't want to produce a progeny. And we are all becoming the orphans. And that's why they are very much worried. And anyway, they started asking, anyway, these forefathers, why you are so much asking in details about us? Who are you? Why you are lamenting for us? Like that, these forefathers, they started asking this question also at the ending of explaining their situation. Then Jaratkaru said, "Oh, you are all saying that Jaratkaru is mine. I am only that Jaratkaru." Acha, these forefathers got surprised. Oh, you are that Jaratkaru. Yes, I am that Jaratkaru. So I only, so just yayavara vrtti I am doing. And I didn't get married. Then these forefathers saying, "Hey, my dear son, you are one of the important person now in our dynasty. And if you don't get married, you will not be getting any children. Then after that, nobody will be there to give the santarpana to us on the Pitrupaksha. And then we cannot retain in that Pitrloka. And now we are happy in the Pitrloka and we are enjoying. And now we'll fell down from there into this Martyaloka. It's not at all good. So that's why we are requesting you to get married. So kindly try to get married. Not for your sake, at least you should get married for our sake." On the devotional platform, if you see, one should get married to produce the children who can take forward the mission of previous acharyas. If you are that much confident, definitely you should get married. If you are not confident, then become a Brahmachari. Then you do yourself strong sadhana and try to serve the mission of acharyas. But if you are at least confident, then you go for marriage and then produce such a children. That is for the devotional society, devotional circles. That is the purpose of marriage. But in the case of the general ordinary society, what is the purpose of marrying? So there is a person who they need in the dynasty so that he can perform the family rituals towards the forefathers, and so that forefathers will be happy and they can bless him and they can do the santarpana for them. That's why everyone punna manarkat trayati iti putra. The one who delivers from the hell, punnama hell. So he is known as putra. Putra is delivering and also he is helping. So definitely it's good. Having a child, male child. Of course, girls are very important. We have seen they will be expanding others' dynasty. Boy will be expanding your own dynasty, and girls will be expanding others. So by doing the Kanya Dhanam, one is also getting a lot of Sukriti actually. A lot of Sukriti they also earn from this. That is the purpose of marriage. Marriage is here. Why they are asking Jaratkaru to get married? To fulfill his lusty desires. Fulfill lusty desires is completely rejected in the Vedic. That's a demonic culture actually. That's a demonic culture. All the time, any samskara is there or any activity is there that is only done. Any endeavor in the Vedic culture is meant for what? To perform the dharma, and dharma is going to uplift the consciousness. And of course, when you perform dharma, you'll be getting the artha and also some sense gratification. But that is not the goal of the doing the dharma. The goal of the doing the dharma is uplifting the consciousness. That means coming out from their passion and ignorance and being situated in the mode of goodness and trying to see what is absolute truth, trying to see what is the body and what is soul, trying to get the discriminating intelligence between body and soul. This is the purpose of performing the dharma. Even the vivaha is also one of the dharma. It's not meant for the gratifying the senses. No. If anyone think like that, then he is wrongly educated actually. On the basis of the sense gratification, if you try to select your wife or your husband, that is wrong. For performing some certain kind of the dharmas, one has to get married. Why Priyavrata? Being asked by Brahmaji to get married. So Uttanapada and Priyavrata both were the sons of the Swayambhuvan. Because Uttanapada's dynasty is over, then nobody is there to rule the society. And then Priyavrata was requested by the Brahmaji because creation has to be continued. And people has to be properly ruled. So that's why for the higher cause they got married, not for the sense gratification. So they were asking him to get married not for his sake, at least for their sake, forefathers' sake. Because Pitru Yajna is also one of the Pancha Yajnas. One Yajna is Pitru Yajna. That means Brahma Yajna, Deva Yajna, Pitru Yajna, Bhuta Yajna, and Guru Yajna. There are the 5 Yajnas which has to be performed by every Grostha. So in that Pitru Yajna is also there. Until unless one leave all the dharmas, one has to perform Pitru Yajna. He has to give. That means Grosthas. Only at least for the to set an example. Because according to the Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, it is being said that one who entered into the pure devotional service, he doesn't follow performing any kind of, so giving the oblations to the Pitru Devatas or demigods and so on. So he is not at all indebted to any one of these. Yes, that is a ultimate truth actually. Because if one comes to the full surrenderance to the Lord, what is sadhana bhakti? That means complete surrenderance. I am doing the pure devotional service towards the Lord. That is a sadhana bhakti. So, complete surrenderance is the beginning of the Vaidhi sadhana bhakti as per the explanation of the Rupa Goswami. So, there he explained, when such a person who surrendered fully to the Krishna, he doesn't need to perform any yajnas for the devatas or the pitru devatas. So, but that's a true actually. Every devotee has to, aspirant of the pure devotion also, they has to follow this. And that means we don't need to do any pitru paksha. Definitely there is no need. But to set an example to the society, they will be doing also how they will be doing. They will be doing as per the instructions given in the Satkri Saradipika by our Vaishnava Acharya. And they will be offering the Vishnu Prasada in the Gaya. Actually, you can see they will be offer the food to Vishnu first, Bhoga, and then after that, remnants of the Vishnu they offer to the forefathers so that their forefathers will be now delivered actually from the Piturloka and they will come out from there and they will be getting the association of devotees and they can go back to the God by improving their bhakti. So that's why this is the important. So that means thing you have to know because they have given body to you, so that you can help them by offering the Vishnu Prasada to them. So that's why we don't have any, that means our pure devotion, dependence on Krishna is only protecting us. But only to set an example and to welfare of others, we do this. You have to understand. This is the aspirant of the pure devotion, they do like that. But when you become Nirapeksha Bhakta, that means you are completely Babaji, then you don't need to do this also. It's completely, that means even you don't want to set an example, you decide it like that. Then in that case, but we are the preachers. To preach the society, this is done only for the sake of setting an example to the society. Otherwise, all people also they stop following this important vidhis. So that's why their forefathers are requesting, my dear, please get married. Then what he said? And also they requested him, by our order, please go for man. Then Jaratkaru, what he replied, we'll be seeing on the tomorrow's class. Thank you very much for your kind and patient hearing. Any questions? Check whether they. Yes, going bro. Go ahead.
Hare Krishna, Pranam Prabhuji. All
Yes.
goes to Srila
Pranam.
Prabhupada, all goes to
Jai
Brahma.
Shri Ram.
Prabhuji, my question is about you mentioned about Yayavara Muni.
Yes.
So currently, the ISKCON sannyasis, how we can categorize what type of these sannyasis are?
Parivrajakacharyas. Parivrajaka sannyasis. Yayavara sadhi, they are grihasthas actually. Grihastha Brahmanas, they. Madri Mataji. It's over for me, your question.
Yeah, can you describe more about Parivrajakacharya? Because we see the totally contradictory activities or the behavior. It's like some sannyasis are very opulent and some sannyasis are what we believe is like real sannyasi, means they are all sannyasis are serving Lord, but at the same time we see the difference in their uh, maybe activity. Some sannyasis are handling all technical gadgets. They live very opulently. They travel all over the world, and some are maybe just living in the Vrindavan. So this contradiction, I'm trying to understand.
Yeah, this is Prabhupada mentioned many times. He also took sannyas and he was traveling because he's handling gadgets. Because only because they want to spread the Krishna consciousness. So for that sake, internally they should be completely detached from all the kinds of the gadgets. And only for the sake of the traveling, that means to reach the people, they were using the planes, and to speak and to spread the mission, they were using the gadgets. So that is accepted in the beginning. Prabhupada wanted. In due course of the time, we are going to build our own communities and going to change the society, and we don't need to go to cities also. We don't need any city temples. Shut down all city temples. Once we train all the city people by preaching them and by training them through our Varnashrama college, and we make them to situate in the rural communities, then we don't need to distribute books also. They will be simply whatever book they want, they will sit and write it. You can see these in the Prabhupada conversations. So in the beginning, because of the time situation, this is like this, but vision should be clear, goal should be clear, endeavor should be clear. Our approach should be towards the goal. How the society we want to bring it back, revert and overhaul, that should be the clear. We should not stagnate the mission there itself. That is not the standard. That's emergency required. And that should lead to the standards.
Okay. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Okay. Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Prabhu, thank you very much for your wonderful class. My question is, what are the asanas?
Prabhu?
The asanas, pranayama used by the rishis to keep the air in the stomach and get ready.
Yes, Vayubhakshi.
Huh?
Your voice is breaking, Prabhu, somewhere.
Okay. So what are the asanas or pranayama used by the rishis to keep the air in the stomach for so long and get
this is explained. This is explained in another, that it has to, by studying the books we cannot learn. It can be learned, but it cannot be implemented. Because it is very, in India also you can find some rishis in some on the Himalayas somewhere. So they can do this kind of asanas, this kind of the techniques they use, and they becomes Vayubhakshi. That means they are eating only air for the many months. They keep that, they retain. But they will not get this siddhi by one day actually. So many years they have to practice. So many years, and for that they has to prepare their body. They has to be in the various postures and for the several times. They has to reduce so many things. They has to focus. And by becoming Sarva Vayubhakshi, they can start holding their life based upon eating the air. So, but it is a very, very time-consuming technique actually. It is not good for the devotees to endeavor such a things. It's not a one-day process. It takes a lot of time actually. Eat nicely prasadam, only half stomach. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
And fill half, 1/4 with the water and remain 1/4 with the air. You can eat air, but only 1/4 of your stomach. If you eat air for the complete stomach, then you'll be getting the gas problem. Okay, Hare Krishna. Just joking. So Madhuri Mataji is asking question. Let me read that. People clear their UPSC exam and become civil servants as there is no following varnashrama, belong to very sometimes hardworking also. Implementing varnashrama in this case, Brahmanas are like Shudra. This question. So is it possible now in our society, as in India, there are reservations. First question, people clear their UPSC exam and become civil servants as there is no following varnashrama and belong to a very good family, sometimes hard. Mataji, last line I am not clear actually. I didn't get the clarity. You please unmute your mic and speak it. Well, first of all, if you raise hand, then you can come in front. And I can unmute you. Otherwise, difficult, Mataji. I am not able to understand it. Framing the sentences is not clear. Okay, by that time I will take the money Gopal. Okay, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Panchak Pranam.
Yes, Mataji, please.
Prabhuji, my question is, now in these days, as we've seen in a society, that so many students, they belong to a very, the reservations are there in India. Like every student from any fourth class, they are very hardworking and just clear the UPSC. And
your voice is off. Hare Krishna. So off to me only, for everyone. Hare Krishna. Hello. Hare Krishna. Mataji, your voice is off, Mataji. I am not able to hear. Vandita Mataji, are you there? Acha hai. I am seeing you as just like a picture. I thought you were a picture. You are just sitting like this. Struck da mind.
Your voice is clear, Prabhuji.
Okay.
Mataji, not.
Okay. Mani Angele.
हरे कृष्णा प्रभु जी, प्रणाम। सॉरी प्रभु जी, हमें इंग्लिश में बात नहीं करनी आती। एक तो
अच्छा, तो इंग्लिश तो समझ में आती है नहीं?
समझ में आती है, इसलिए प्रभु जी थोड़ा ट्राई करते हैं, क्योंकि हमें आपका सुनना बहुत अच्छा लगता है प्रभु जी। बहुत ही कॉन्सेप्ट्स आपके बहुत ही ज्यादा क्लियर होते हैं फॉर प्रैक्टिकल लाइफ। तो प्रभु जी, एक प्रभु जी का हमने सुना था कि वो नर्मदा नदी का 3 साल से जल पी रहे हैं और उन्होंने कुछ भी नहीं खाया है। तो क्या ये पॉसिबल है या फिर वो वायु भक्षी होंगे? थोड़ा सा क्यूरियोसिटी।
जलभक्षी
होता है क्या प्रभु जी ऐसा प्रैक्टिकल?
क्यों नहीं होता?
ठीक है।
यस, वो सबसे हम लोग अट्रैक्ट नहीं होना चाहिए। किससे अट्रैक्ट होना है? कि शुद्ध भक्ति, जिसकी हृदय में भगवान की प्रति निष्किंचना भक्ति है, अनन्य भक्ति है, शुद्ध भक्ति है, उनकी वो जो शुद्ध भक्ति है, उससे आप आकर्षित होना चाहिए, क्योंकि भगवान भी उससे आकर्षित होता है और आप भी उससे आकर्षित होना चाहिए। जो भगवान की प्रेम में डूब गए ना, ऐसा भक्तों की शुद्धता की भक्ति का शुद्धता है ना, उससे आकर्षित होना। इसे चमत्कार, चमक दमकने वाले ये जो है ना क्रियाएं, इससे नहीं।
ओके, हरे कृष्ण।
Yes, Madhuri Mother, you can continue. So I understood that some people like who are belong to some other categories or other caste, so they are working hard and they are so being qualified, becoming qualified in the UPSC. This much I understood. Then can you unmute? Yes. Now you speak. Not coming, mother. Ice is not.
Hare Krishna.
Yes, mother. Yes, now it's okay.
Yes, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, my simple question is that is it possible to implement the Varna ashram in a society now in India, as there are so many reservations we have seen already reserved for the all the categories like fourth class and all other students, they are getting benefits. As the general category student, they are not getting so much benefits. In the case of any entrance exams like UPSC and all other, even medical stream also, we have seen the students are very frustrated because of very less marks. With the less marks they are getting, the students of other, the fourth and the other OBC and SC, they are getting the seats in different exams. So is it possible, Prabhuji, now in India, as in the political system and all those things are so many corrupt, and so
do you think that this democracy will be continued forever? It's just a चिड़िया है, 2 दिन का बच्चा है. Just this thought came from maybe 100 years or 150 years back. In Western world, it is prevailed, and then after Britishers colonial system, when he brought, that means he defeated the various kingdoms. They giving the freedom to them. Then after that, they established them as a democratic group. This is just a Britishers. It's a giving of the Britishers. Do you think this system is a standard system and it will be there forever? I am not seeing it's there to be there forever. Democratic system and so-called constitution. This cannot be there because there is always change. When the qualified Kshatriyas are being trained by the Vaishnavas, they are going to take the charge on the society actually. So that is the way the revival of the revert and overhauling of the society is going. And we should not think inside the box. We should come out the box and think. We should not just think that now in the present, you should not think for the one generation. You should think for this movement is meant for this upcoming several generations. These are the seeds we are sowing in the society. We are putting the thoughts in the hearts of the people. That means there is a future, there is a society with the full of dharma. We may not see that implementation of the society now. In our generation also we may not see. But the seeds is going to give the fruits after the few generations, which is going to just smash out all the obstacles, whatever the ways. That means it may become in the form of the politically, economically, any financially, or any. All those hurdles will be overcome by the trained leaders through this Krishna conscious movement based upon this Sahasra. And they are going to revive the society back. Okay.
Right, Prabhuji, then what will be the first step we should take for this?
The first step is we have to know the things. What is Vedic culture? What is the qualities of a trained Kshatriya? What are the qualities of a trained or proper Brahman? What are the qualities of whatever you want to achieve? You should have a proper picture of that. Then after that, you know how to train that. Then after that, give the training. That's why Prabhupada wanted to start Varnashrama college. Like how the modern people, they are opening the colleges and universities, they are training the people to work in their industries. Similarly, Prabhupada wanted, so people should be trained in the Varnashrama college to revive the society back. To start a Varnashrama college, then you should know what is Varnashrama dharma and what are the duties of each Varna and each ashram, which are in favor to the pure devotional service. Then prepare your curriculum. Then after that, come out with that your curriculum and open the schools and colleges. And give the training for the people and revive the society which is designed by the Acharyas. It's clear?
Yes, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, but one doubt is, Prabhuji, everyone feel that they are superior at their own. Like nobody feel like they are inferior, like Shudra and all these words, even.
All these doubts will be cleared. Actually, when you keep on teaching and you make the boxes, then everyone will be feeling comfortable to select their own box, not the other box. Because by selecting that, their life will become hell. All people cannot become IITians in the present day society, if you see. All are not becoming the doctors. Who are qualified, they are only good. But we put the reservation, that's why some loophole we put, so that's why some unqualified people also entering. But if there is a screening, it's not a big deal handling these kind of things.
Right, Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Shankar Naam.
Rajat Mishra.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Dandavat Pranam, Prabhu. Prabhu, regarding this establishment of the Varnashram Dharam, the most important thing, which is my perspective, is that there should be teaching, and that starts from Gurukul. So in the whole this thing, I see that we are opening temples and we are opening centers, but we are not focusing on opening gurukuls or the village system or the eco-village system. We should be there to establish the varnashram. So
Yes.
why is the focus more on the establishment of temples and centers than gurukuls?
There should be balance actually. Now we have enough temples and centers. Now we should give the energy because we want people also. We want the spreading of Krishna consciousness so that their children will come and join in our gurukuls. Now we have sufficient, there is good number of gurukuls and congregation. Now definitely it's the time to invest the energy on starting gurukuls. But there should be balanced approach. Preaching also should keep on going. So that new people will be knowing the Krishna consciousness, they will be ready to join in our village communities. And they can be taking part of the various services in Gurukul, in the colleges. Varnashrama college also we need. All that means people who are interested in the Krishna consciousness, they should be given with the training in a particular Varna based upon his qualities, and then after that he'll be shifted to the rural area. This is the Prabhupada's agenda actually. He made such a practical plan. So that is the now very much needed, and it is, we should put energy there. Because in the last 50 years we did the enough preaching and we created enough congregation. The next step is we should train them and make them to create a idealistic society actually. And also some people, they should do preaching in the villages. That's absolutely needed actually. And gurukuls also we need, but gurukuls means not just building, we need the teachers who understood how to train the boys based upon their quality. So what kind of occupation they should be taught, that should be clearly known to the teachers. And that kind of proper curriculum has to be created. And the energy has to be kept. And just to attract the people towards these directions, I am doing this course.
Right.
Definitely your thinking is right. So yes, keep on contemplating and keep on diving into that deeply, and so create this some awareness and increase the number of well-wishers to agree with this kind of idea. Some people in our society, they are thinking that holy name is enough. Why we need to follow the certain dharma? But Prabhupada is saying again and again, I am showing in his conversation. Definitely we are not going to leave the holy name. But holy name can replace all the systems, all the Varnashram Dharma also. But who is going to replace that? Who is going to become like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Haridas Thakur and chant all the time holy names? No, Prabhupada said that we are like Krishna said, the Chaturvarna Maya system. We take the help of Dharma initially to place them in the pure devotional service. That's absolutely needed. That's the Prabhupada's conversation with the Sahasrapaat Prabhu and Hariswari. I already sent that. You are there in the group, and I sent in the group that resource. That is very crucial message, and everyone should understand very well. So how Prabhupada envisioned his mission for this society, that has to be clear, then we can easily satisfy him.
Right. Thank you, Prabhu.
We want so many Gurukul teachers who can at least understand our scriptures. What is pure devotion? And what is the eligibility for pure devotion? And who are not in that pure devotion, what kind of dharma they should do as an aspirant of pure devotion. These are the very important points. Anyone else? Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Pancha Kalpatu, Cha Kripasindhu, Cha Pavane Vaishnavi. Ananta Kodi Vaishnava Bhakturam, Jai Shri Prabhupada. Jai Gaur Premanand. Okay, Hare Krishna. We'll meet tomorrow. Of course, tomorrow is Sunday.